Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading for the week of April 27th. This week, if you want to catch me live, I go live every single day at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But let's see what we have going on for you here, Virgo, for this week. Amazing. right away, Wheel of Fortune. The Sun, are you kidding me? This is very positive for you, is what I'm going to say. Definitely could be dealing with a Leo. This is an amazing reading for you. Four Wands, Marriage, King of Swords. Really positive. I like this a lot for you, Virgo. This looks amazing. So let me just straighten this out real quick, and we will get this started. So yeah, I like this a lot. Let me actually get your archetype cards going here as well, so we can see what's coming up there. You start off with the security card, so I do feel like some of you are feeling very secure at this time. Normally, I would say this card represents a need for security, but you have too many cards that represent security. You have the Sun, you have the Four of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. So these are all cards of security to me, or they can represent a certain level of security in your life. So I feel like you're just feeling safe at this time. And yeah, I feel like that's a good thing. Next, you have this Wheel of Fortune. This is amazing. Nine of Hearts. This is amazing. This is like some sort of fulfillment, something you've been waiting for coming in for you. So I feel like there's something coming in for you that you've been waiting for. Could be marriage, right in this top row. It could be love with a fire sign. I feel like some of you could be dealing with a fire sign or or fellow earth sign. Could also be an air sign, stands out to me as well. But mostly Leo stands out to me. But it could be any sign, like I said, just a general reading. But again, no matter which way I take it, no matter which diagonal or whatever, it's very positive. So I feel like there's a lot of positivity, like a major turning point coming in for you here. Nine of Hearts, I feel like that you are getting something you've been wishing for, or it's like you're going to be doing something that you've been wishing for a very long period of time. Next, you have the Ace of Swords here and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, definitely some sort of victory. This, to me, could be you kind of like, overcoming some sort of challenge basically here, Virgo, because you have that security card. You have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is internal fears that don't exist. And you have that security card there, like I said. So it's almost like some of you could be doing something that doesn't maybe feel secure, but it's like you are having a victory over it because it's like you're facing a fear with this Ace of Swords. So I feel like some of you are facing some sort of fear. You even have the Strength card here in the middle. The Strength card to me is like a card of a display of strength. It's like a card of doing something that other people don't expect you to do, and it's a card of becoming successful because of it. Or it's a card of getting some sort of reward because of that. So I feel like there's a lot of success and like a victory coming in for you. I feel like you're having like a lot of really good ideas with this middle row as well. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Next, you have the Page of Wands and the Queen of Clubs. Yeah, definitely could be a fire sign coming in for you. A lot of like very seductive energy here for you as well, Virgo. So very good for love. For others, this could just be you feeling like you want to go on an adventure. You always get these like adventure cards. You always get these cards of maybe doing something that other people don't want you to do or don't expect you to do. This reading very much fits into that story. So I feel like for some of you, you could be doing something that other people don't expect you to do, but I feel like it's going to lead to a lot of success. Next, you have the Hawk Spirit. It says, let Spirit be your guide. So I feel like you need to trust your inner guidance, but more importantly, hawks, they always get chased around by smaller birds like crows and things like that. So again, it fits in with your story of, you maybe doing things that other people don't expect you to do, or you doing things that maybe other people don't agree with. So what the hell could that mean, Virgo? Well, that could mean that maybe your family wants you to go to school and you don't want to. But it's like maybe you know better. Maybe you're going to start a business that becomes much more successful than anything that school could have done for you. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to take a year off and travel or do something like that. I feel like this is saying, what I always say to you, Virgo, don't worry about what other people say. You know what to do. So I feel like you just have to do it here with this card here. The reason is you have the Sun here, Virgo, and the Six of Diamonds. Yep, the Sun says you know exactly what to do. Sun is a card of enlightenment. It says you know what to do with your life. You know what to do in your life, and you know what direction to take. And you just have to take it with this card. The Sun is a card of enlightenment. It's a card of like having some sort of idea. Ace of Swords, an idea, a thought. Just kind of like thinking, oh, I want to move. I want to start a business, whatever. It doesn't matter. The Sun says you will be extremely successful. So do it. Six of Diamonds is a very good card. It's like called the clover, and it represents like a 4-leaf clover, and it can represent a lot of success coming in for you. But it's a card of imposter syndrome, like feeling like you're not good enough to do something. So I would say it's definitely, normally I would be more worried about this, but you have these cards here where it's like, where I feel like you are facing some sort of fear. So I feel like you will be kind of like overcoming that energy. Next, you have the Strength card here and the Ace of Spades. Yeah, so this is like overcoming obstacles. The Ace of Spades can just represent overcoming obstacles, plain and simple. And the Strength card is like, again, a display of strength. So I feel like for some of you, you could be kind of like having some sort of display of strength that, or doing something that other people don't expect. I feel like it will make you look very strong in life as well. For others, like I said, I feel like you could be some of you could be dealing with a Leo, the Sun, and the Strength card coming up here. This could be in love. So I feel like some of you could be dealing with that. For others of you, I do feel like this is talking about patience for something you want, probably like patience for marriage here. So if you're hoping to get married, or if you're hoping for a proposal, something like that, maybe you're hoping for love. Again, it might require patience. Obviously, we have this current virus situation, and that could be causing some delays. Next, you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Clubs. Five of Clubs is a card of adventure as well. Comes up with this Page of Wands, which is also a card of adventure. So I do feel like some of you could be wanting to travel or go on an adventure, literally. I feel like a lot of you with that Queen of Pentacles, number one, I feel like that's you, which is amazing. It's like you're showing up as yourself in this reading. It puts you in a position of power and strength. But I also feel like it's saying that you might be trying to gather the resources to be able to travel or to be able to move or to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do. So I feel like you are trying to like collect the resources with these cards. The Five of Clubs, it's like not a bad card. It's actually one of my favorite cards in the deck, and it can be a card called the Millionaire as well. It doesn't mean you will be a millionaire, it just means there's a lot of financial potential around you, but it is a card of challenges. Like it is a card of like needing to face some fears and all that other stuff. So definitely keep that in mind. Next, you have the To Be Fair card. To me, this card just talks about balance. In a lot of ways, I feel like this could be actually talking about sacrifice with some of these cards here. So it's like maybe you want to travel. Maybe so that you could have the money to do that, it's like maybe you're having to make some sacrifices. Probably not a big deal. For others, I feel like this is, for whatever reason, this is not what this card means, Virgo. But what's popping into my head is it's almost like you are paying the universe in advance. It's like maybe you want a perfect relationship. And I feel like it's like you have decided the price that you're willing to pay the universe for the perfect relationship. And I feel like you're paying it. And, this might be unconscious as well. But the good news is I feel like it'll lead to a perfect relationship. So I definitely like to see that. Next, you have the Four Wands, marriage, Five of Diamonds. Yeah, just do it. So some of you could be jumping into a relationship here, and it could lead to marriage in the future. Some of you could be this could just be a proposal. You could be getting married, plain and simple. For others, this to me is freedom. Four of Wands is the card of freedom. It is a card of being set free after a pause. I always say the Four of Wands can represent a pause, like being paused, and then it kind of represents a celebration after a break or a pause. We have the virus going on right now. We are all pretty much on pause. It's like after the pause, this is your future row as well. There will be success. You will be having a celebration. You will be having more freedom. So I feel like this is more freedom coming in. Five of Diamonds is just like a card that I always say is my just do it card. It says anything you're thinking about doing, like once this pause gets lifted, then I would just do it. I feel like this is saying take a leap of faith. Five of Diamonds, amazing card. It's a card of success, growth, abundance, like all those amazing things. So definitely very positive for you. Next, you have the King of Swords here and the Ten of Clubs. Love it. Amazing. Ten of Clubs is my second favorite card in the playing card reading system. It is a card of leaps and bounds of success. It is a card of like jumping forward into success. So I feel like there's a lot of success coming in for you. For like a small percentage of you, I do feel like this could be representing legal burdens. So if you're dealing with anything legally, this could represent like dealing with a heavy weight because of some sort of legal matter. But this whole middle row is like a victory. You have the Ace of Swords. I didn't even realize this. You have the Ace of Swords and you have the Ace of Spades. These are basically the same card. I personally do not read tarot and playing cards the same way, but those two cards are basically the same cards. So I definitely feel like there's justice. It comes up in this row with the To Be Fair card. So I feel like this is justice in a legal situation, but I feel like there could be burdens. It's like maybe you have to fill out extra paperwork, or maybe there's something else that you're dealing with here. I feel like some of you could just be getting, like if you're dealing with a divorce or anything like that, this could be justice as well. And finally, you have the Four of Pentacles here and the Six of Clubs. Success, love it. A lot of burdens in this row is what I'm going to say to you, Virgo. Six of Clubs. It is called the cross, and it kind of represents having a cross to bear. It can represent burdens or dealing with a heavy weight, but it is also a card of success. That Four of Pentacles, I feel like it's saying like release the burdens. You know, Four of Pentacles can be like holding on to something. For a lot of you, I feel like this is about releasing your old story. It's like maybe there's some sort of story that you tell about yourself to yourself and maybe to other people, but I feel like you need to realize that you can change your story, that you can be whatever you want. I'm almost getting like magician vibes here, Virgo, so I feel like you need to kind of like let go of the old story, realize that you're going through a transformation, you're a different person, and that's a good thing. And I feel like once you do that, then it's like you will be releasing the burdens here. So let's look at these archetype cards. Your first archetype, you have the unseen. I feel like this is just saying that things are working behind the scenes in your life. Like I said, remember I said on this to be fair card, I said it's almost like you're paying for something in advance, but this could be unconscious. That's what I think, just like with the work that you're doing in life in general, you know, you could be paying for something like karmically, if that makes sense. And it's like you're going to be getting rewards, but it's like you're doing it, but you're not seeing it. But again, that's fine. I feel like that's fine. Again, you have that Wheel of Fortune, karma. So I feel like there's a lot of good stuff coming up for you. Next, you have the Dead End. I feel like some of you feel stuck. It's a very interesting card. It's like there's all these sticks and things like that, but there's space in between these sticks. To me, this card says, the Dead End card says, you might have come to a dead end, or you might feel like you are at a place where you can't move forward, but you actually can. This card is meant to represent the fact that at the end of something, there's always a new beginning. So I feel like there's just some sort of new beginning coming in for you here, Virgo. And finally, you have the Castle. I feel like this is what you are trying to build, is like some sort of castle in your life, but it looks like some sort of dream here with the Wheel of Fortune and that Nine of Cups. That is your personal vision for your life, the Wheel of Fortune. It is like, you know, where you see your life going, what you see yourself achieving in life, like all that stuff. So I feel like for a lot of you, it's like you're trying to build up, you know, the perfect life. This is a very amazing reading for you, Virgo. Very powerful, I would say, as well. This whole top row is just amazing. Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Cups, like some sort of major wish coming in, major turning point coming in for you. The Sun, Six of Pentacles, you being very happy that this turning point has come in. And that Four of Wands and the Five of Diamonds is like freedom. So I feel like you're feeling very free at this time. Even this row here, there's like a lot of success coming in for you. Probably like a turning point with that Wheel of Fortune here in this diagonal after like carrying a lot of burdens, after carrying a lot, like a very heavy weight. In this row here, I do feel like this could be marriage coming in for you here. You have the Page of Wands and the Queen of Clubs. This to me could represent seduction. It could say that, like, in the past, maybe you have had a hard time deciding, like, what type of person you want to be with or who you want to marry and all this other stuff. The Strength card in the Ace of Spades says there's no rush in making that decision. You know, take your time. And then at the end here, we have the Four of Wands and the Five of Diamonds. It's like, when you know, you'll know that it's time to take a leap of faith. It's time to jump with that Five of Diamonds. So it's like, there's no rush. I feel like for some of you, if you're looking for love, I feel like it could be an air sign or a fire sign. Definitely stands out to me. It could be a King of Spades. I definitely feel like they have the King of Spades traits. So very mature, very hardworking, and probably has like a lot of wisdom in life as well. They could be older than you, not always true. I always say King of Spades to me or the King of Swords can just be someone who has a lot of wisdom or who has gained a lot of wisdom. So they could be younger than you actually, but they could just be very like wise, and they could also be very mature as well. But this is amazing reading. Major victories coming in for you soon is what I'd say. I would say I'd hesitate to say that these victories are coming in this week, because these all, you know, I keep going up to these two cards here. Like here, it's just saying that the victories that are showing up here are probably going to come in after the virus situation is over, right? So I feel like they're coming, but probably in the future. But amazing. So thank you for watching, Virgo. Really appreciate it, and enjoy your week.